Syrian Arab army units continue their task of maintaining security and targeting terrorist hideouts in Daraa, Homs and Aleppo. In support of the Syrian Arab army and the presidential elections, celebrations are held at several squares in Damascus. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has extended the deadline to register the names of eligible voters abroad until the end of May 21st this year. Good afternoon, this is news in English from the Syrian Arab television in Damascus. The People's Assembly continued in its ordinary session headed by Muhammad Jihad al-Laham, the Speaker, and listened to the questions of the members of the Parliament on the measures taken by the government to overcome the challenges of the current crisis, including ways of providing the citizens basic needs. Members of the Parliament underlined the necessity of putting an end to the housing irregularities and controlling the vendors at the streets, as well as punishing the owners of private cars who hide the number of their vehicle plates and speeding up the issuance of planning map of Latakia city. Members of the Parliament also asserted the necessity of fighting corruption and preventing monopoly. They also emphasized the need of raising the salaries of military personnel. Focus was also laid on the necessity of participating in the forthcoming presidential elections. Responding to the demand of many Syrians abroad, the Election Committee at the Ministry of Foreign and Expatriates Affairs has extended the deadline to register the names of eligible voters abroad until the end of 21st of May 2014. The committee said that Syrians who live abroad and who have residencies at the hosting countries should head to the Syrian embassies, bringing their passports to register their names at the voters' lists in order to be able to participate in the presidential elections that is set to be held at the Syrian embassies abroad on the 28th of May 2014. The committee pointed out that the Syrian citizens abroad can also register their names either by faxing the embassies or by sending letters via regular email or mail. In an exclusive interview with the Syrian Arab television, the presidential candidate Hassan al-Nouri pointed out that running against President Bashar al-Assad is not easy, asserting that he would submit his own electoral program.
People who are listening to me. No, it's not easy to compete with President Assad, because President Assad is popular not only in Syria, in many different Arab countries. And he came from a successful and strong political family. So it's not easy to compete with President Assad, but it's easy to compete with the change. Yes. Now we need different perspective. We need different leadership. I have a high respect to President Assad, but I do feel that I have my chances to lead the country, especially the country needs economic reform.
Syrian provinces are witnessing in an active way a series of activities in preparations for the presidential elections scheduled to be held on the 3rd of June. 3 candidates will compete to win the post of the President of the Syrian Arab Republic amid extraordinary circumstances. The presidential campaigns have been restricted to spreading candidates' photos in the streets of Damascus and broadcasting their electoral programs via TV stations. Mottos of the 3 candidates have been met with various responses by the Syrians. Social, religious and civil activities have been held in support of the presidential elections in al-Assad area in Damascus. Teachers and students of the medicine faculty at Damascus University staged a massive gathering in al-Rawda Square, holding placards that praise the martyrs' sacrifices for the homeland, as saying that participating in the presidential elections is a national duty. In Daraa countryside, in our field developments, a unit of the Syrian Arab Army has restored security to the town of al-Awsaj in al-Salamein area and opened the road linking between al-Salamein, Zimrin and Tal al-Hara after killing many terrorists, including leader of Jabhat al-Nusra in Nawa, the terrorist Ibrahim Jabir al-Nasir. In Homs, Syrian Arab Army units and special forces, in cooperation with the citizens, seized a cache of ammunition containing large amounts of weapons in a farm on the outskirts of al-Ghouta neighborhood. A military source said that various kinds of weapons were found in the cache, including rocket-propelled grenades, guns and snipers with binoculars, as well as a number of explosive devices of various sizes, detonators and remote control devices, in addition to large quantity of ammunition. Going to Aleppo, where Syrian Arab Army units have killed many terrorists and injured others in the towns and villages of al-Mansoura, Layramoun, Marat al-Artiq, Atarib, Ahlitan, Sisyan, Mar, Kafr Naha, Khan al-Asal, Khan Tuman, Castello, Handarat, Bayadin, and the industrial city in Sheikh Najjar, in addition to operations in the Sukkari, Karm al-Maasir, Bani Zayd, and Sheikh Said. Other military units have clashed with terrorist groups in al-Rashidin, killing or injuring many of the terrorists and destroying their criminal tools. With this, we come to the end of our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, www.syriaonline.sy. Now the latest in business and market news with Vani Konajian, but after a short break.